and welcome to In the Pot at the Smile Bar. Today we have Valencia from Style Your Confidence. I'm sure everybody is very well aware of this beautiful face, making waves across the internet. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Miles. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Amazing. So Valencia's here. She's just had her teeth cleaned,
Yes.
and her teeth whitened at the Smile Bar. I think
Yes.
before we get into anything, why don't you just give us first thoughts, first impressions? How are you feeling?
So I'm feeling great. Usually, you're really scared and nervous when you come into the dentist, no matter what the service is. But it was such a pleasant experience, so comfortable. Everything was so seamless, painless. No pain. Everything was just amazing. And I am looking forward to my next appointment, actually.
Great.
And then at the Smile Bar, such a unique experience, such a unique and beautiful setup, so comfortable, and I just enjoyed every bit of it. Yeah. Yes.
And you've obviously seen the difference. You've seen, the difference in your teeth.
Yes, definitely have. I'm loving my smile, and I'm going to be smiling a lot more now because I want everybody to see these pearly whites.
So Valencia, tell us. So obviously you're very much in the beauty arena, we'll call it, or industry.
Yes.
What is, obviously, your hair's perfect, your eyebrows are on point, makeup always perfect. Now, what does also a smile or, a good teeth have to do with the overall impression?
I think a good smile is very important because it also adds to your confidence. I do believe that, when you look good, you feel good. And as you all know, or most of you know, I'm a big advocate for confidence and self-love. And we always concentrate on how makeup, our hair, and how we look, but we also sometimes forget about the teeth. And that really adds to the entire look. And it makes up your smile. And they say that your smile is one of the best accessories you could wear. So I think that's really important when it comes to confidence.
Amazing. So I know, obviously, having chatted to you before, you've got quite talking about this confident thing.
Yes.
I think your story is very touching. So I'd love you to share some of that. Everyone sees you now and sees you super confident. But I think it's important to share that story with other people who don't feel as confident. Just what's your message?
So, everybody sees me now and sees all of the work that I put out there, and it's basically seeing the after results. But prior to this, I did not have the confidence that you see now. So you may have heard my story before. So when I was growing up, I didn't like the way I looked. So I was bullied a lot and teased a lot. So that crushed my confidence, my self-esteem, and I just hated the way I looked. So growing up, I never had that confidence. Yes, they can, most definitely. And so, if you're not strong enough, when you take it to heart, it's something can definitely crush your self-confidence, your self-esteem. And that's what happened to me. And, I wished I had that sort of support and that inspiration that is available now and what I'm actually doing now on my social media platforms. And so I wanted to be that inspiration to young girls or anybody really who wants to build their confidence. And so there was a time in my life where I needed to, it was a life-altering time actually, because I decided to go work on cruise ships. I was pretty young, and for a job like that, you need the confidence in order for you to grow and thrive.
Really put yourself out there.
For sure, you thrown into the deep end, and I had no choice but to become confident. But I didn't know how, so I started acting, and from that acting, it actually became a part of my life and who I am. And I thought, you know what? If I can act this, I can be this. And so that's exactly what I started doing. And I actually started to love myself even more, this confident person. And I mentioned this to you before when we spoke, that you can walk into a room and you can be the most intelligent person, the most athletic person. But if you don't have the confidence...
Or the most beautiful person. Yeah.
Exactly. If you don't have the confidence, you'll never be able to reach higher heights. And I think confidence can take you to such higher levels. And that's why it's so important in anything that you do in life. I'm not saying it's easy. It most definitely wasn't an easy road for me. Till this day, I actually work on my confidence every day. There's some times where I do feel down, or there is a trigger and I'm like, I have to speak to myself, try and renew my mindset, and remember to unlearn what society teaches us and learn things correctly, and how important it is to love myself and be confident as a woman especially.
Yeah. I mean, the self-love is very important, and also just, coming back to how it's important to put yourself first. And I think a lot of people, whether they're, aspiring entrepreneurs or, moms or, parents trying to really get busy in life, they forget to put themselves first.
That's true.
When there really is about, that's how you can elevate yourself.
Yeah, it is really important. Some of us think it's selfish to put ourselves first, but you can't pour from an empty cup. And I think it's doing yourself good as well as the people around you when you do put yourself first. And when you love yourself, and you learn how to properly love yourself, then you let other people know how they should love you. You set this standard for yourself, a high standard, and you'll only allow people within your space that can love you the way you do. And I think that's very important.
No, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Now tell me, Valencia, I don't know if you can divulge this.
Yes.
But are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm single.
Okay.
I haven't spoken much about this, but I actually came out of I don't even know what word to use, but I've come out of a really serious relationship. I was married, but I haven't spoken about this, but that's been a very difficult time. And one day I will speak about it. But yeah, currently I'm single.
Okay, so she's
happy.
Single, everybody. Yeah. And tell me so in terms of first impressions, so let's go back to people's teeth. And everyone says, one of the first things you notice, especially about a partner or potential partner, is their smile. Is that something that you think is important?
I think it is. It is quite important. I mean, it wouldn't be the first thing now. After what I've been through, it wouldn't be the first thing I look at. Yes, they would definitely more. But it is important. And it's not just about your smile and your teeth. For me, it's about the hygiene.
Yes.
I've become so obsessed. So I've had braces before. And so for me, during that time, oral hygiene was so important. I've become really obsessed with it that I don't think it's really about your smile or what your smile looks, but it's the hygiene.
Yeah.
So that's really important for me. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad you had your teeth clean at Family Dental Care.
Yes.
It's important just to do a plug there is that you've got to have your teeth cleaned every 6 months.
Yes.
People, guys, if you want a chance with Valencia, please get your teeth cleaned every 6 months.
I should have come more prepared if I knew this is going to be a perfect a link up,
We're just here to help everybody. But it's been amazing to have you. I'm so glad you enjoyed your treatment. Would you recommend, completely obviously not putting you on the spot, but would you recommend, the Family Dental Care? So it's the cleaning, obviously you have to have a cleaning before your teeth whitening.
Yes.
I know you had some nice things to say about the overall experience, but honestly, would you recommend to your friends and family?
Honestly, I would. Not just because I'm sitting here today next to Malini and in front of the camera, but I really would because it was a great experience. And I think there's so much of things that encompass why you would choose to go to a certain place. And so for me, it's not just the experience. I mean, the experience was pleasant, it was excellent, but it was also from the time I entered in, the whole reception and how I was welcomed and, there wasn't a very long waiting period. And I think all of that's really important when you do come to an establishment. And so all of those boxes were ticked for me, and that's why I would highly recommend it. And like you said, it's important to always clean your teeth. I think it's every 3 to 6 months or every 6 months. Yeah, I see. And so I would advise that you make sure you do that because it's really important. I mean, when you wait a long time, that's why you're a little bit nervous or you may feel sensitivity. Yeah. And I think when you do that 6-month checkup and cleaning, you also can then see if there's anything else going on and how you can fix it. You can be more proactive. So I think that's really, really important. And yeah, I can't emphasize enough how important oral hygiene is, guys.
So you're the perfect ambassador. But it's true, we're very much about proactive dentistry. So we always say to people, you come in for these checkups and exactly like you said, it's about preempting it, not waiting for there to be a problem because A, it's painful, and B, it costs you a lot more money. So you can catch a problem early, get your dentist to sort it out at Family Dental Care, and then come in and also so now that your teeth is nice and healthy, make sure that they look healthy as well.
Yes, for sure.
We drink a lot of, I don't know if you're a coffee drinker.
I am, and tea.
And tea. Red wine?
I do sometimes, yes. Okay. So all of the things that would actually...
so that's why you are the perfect candidate. Yes. So all of those stainings, they really just, leave organic stains on your teeth. And that's also a reason why you come in, have your teeth whitened to get to that natural white state. And then you can face the world with all the confidence.
Yes, and that's what we want.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.